Welcome to episode 5 of Drop In, where we dive into a topic about our drinking water and talk about ways we can use water wisely. This week we're talking about running toilets. So running toilets, leaking toilets, whatever you call them, they're common and they waste a lot of water. So today we're going to talk about how to tell if your toilet is running and how the leaks happen and what you can do to fix it. My name is Melissa Levo. I'm a water conservation program manager with the Saving Water Partnership. We're a group of 18 utilities in the Puget Sound region that offer tips, tools, and rebates to help our customers save water. In a moment, I'm going to be joined by my co-host, Jourdan. But I often get calls from our customers about this issue. And so I wanted to make sure we talked about it. Just a moment while Jourdan gets added in. Hi, Jourdan.
Hi, Melissa. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Excited about today's topic.
Yeah. I wanted to let you introduce yourself.
Oh, hi, everyone. I'm Jourdan Keith. I am wearing two hats. I'm a watershed public education specialist, and that's the role I'm coming to you in today.
Yeah, so I was just telling people how I often get customer calls about this issue. And really, they're calling because they say, well, my water bill is recently high. I'm Melissa, Water Conservation Program Manager. What can I do about this? And the first thing I ask them about is their toilet. And I ask if their toilet's been running. And they'll often say something like, yeah, it's been making noise. But, it comes and goes and it stops. So I'm not too worried about it. And I am here today to tell everyone that is an issue. You should go and get that checked immediately because toilet leaks can waste a lot of water. We say that it can waste as much as 15 showers a day if you just let your.
That's way too much.
It's a lot of water.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the joke that kids make.
Oh, what's that?
They say, "Is your toilet running?" Yes. Go and catch it.
Yeah, exactly. Is your toilet running? This is our message. If your toilet is running, make sure you do something about it. And so I wanted to clear up, though, we're not talking about these leaks on the floor. Like if there's water at the base of your toilet, that's a different type of leak than we're talking about today. That's also something you should do something about because it can cause damage to the flooring. This is a leak that's happening inside your toilet. Yeah.
How will I know that it's leaking inside my toilet? I can see it on the floor, but I can't. How would I know?
So people who know that they have leaking toilets often will say, "Oh, I hear it running between flushes." So when you're not in your bathroom, you haven't touched your toilet in a while, and all of a sudden you hear it start running, that's a leaky toilet. Or if you have to jingle the handle every time to get it to stop running, that's another sign that something's not going on correctly inside your toilet. So I want to back up and review a little bit about how a toilet works, because not everyone thinks about toilets as much as I do.
Why?
I have a weird job, Jourdan. So, in your toilet, there's a tank that holds water. If you take off that lid, you can see there's
right
in there, and there's the bowl. And keeping that water in the tank is something called a flapper. And in different toilets, this might look different. Sometimes it's more like a siphon, but the idea is the same, that there's a seal at the bottom of your toilet that's keeping the water in the tank and not letting it go into the bowl. And so when you go to flush your toilet, what's happening inside your tank, when you press down on the handle, it lifts up on this chain attached to your flapper. And so imagine this flapper's at the bottom of your tank holding the water in, and this gets lifted up. And that the water flow from the tank into the bowl. And that clears the bowl. And then when the water level in the tank drops again, this flapper goes back down and creates the seal that keeps the water in the tank.
That's great. It's kind of gross in the toilet, isn't it?
Inside the tank. No, so this is another thing that we try to make sure people realize, that water that's in the tank is clean water. It's just in a ceramic thing, right?
Right. It's the same water that's our drinking water.
Right.
Except don't drink it.
Yeah, we don't necessarily keep the back of your toilet tank super wouldn't want to drink it, but it is the same water that comes out of your faucet. Um,
Right.
and so that's why we call these sneaky leaks, because you don't see them leaking the same way you would see a dripping faucet leak. And so I think people don't always associate toilet leaks with the drinking water leaking, but it's the same water that's in there. So it is clean. You can put your hands on it inside of it. Of course, wash your hands afterwards, but it's clean. It's not, it doesn't touch the bowl part.
Okay.
So where all this can go wrong though and cause the leak is usually this flapper. There are other things that can go wrong. I encourage you to go to savingwater.org, where we have the whole instructions for how to check your toilet for leaks and see what's really going on. But it's often this flapper, because they have an average lifespan of 5 years. And most people don't think about their toilets that often, so they haven't checked them. But if you go into your toilet, if you don't suspect a leak right now, but you run your finger around the edge of this lip, that's the seal, and stuff comes off on your finger, that's a sign that this rubber is starting to break down, and it's time to change your flapper. Because if it hasn't leaked yet, it's going to leak soon.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we recommend changing these out pretty frequently.
That's something like, okay, so I'm not really a pro at household details, but is it pretty simple? Like someone, with even an extra thumb or something can figure it out, do it?
Yeah, this is a pretty easy household project. Most people are able to do it with typical tools you have around the house. Changing this out is usually less than $20 to go buy a new one. And you just want to shut the water off to your tank, drain it. And we actually recommend taking this out and taking it to the hardware store with you. So you make sure you're getting the same flapper that's in your toilet, because you want it to fit exactly with your toilet.
I wouldn't have thought of that. I also wouldn't have thought to turn off the water. It's kind of an important.
And because if you take it off without turning off the water, then the water is just going to run straight through your toilet. Yeah, I think, if you have other questions about, what does a running toilet look like, what signs are, go to our website, savingwater.org. And we have under our indoor section an area about leaks. And there's a lot of detail about toilet leaks, because they're a big one for us.
Well, like I've said a few times before, I live in an apartment. I'm going to check, because I'm very conscious about leaks if they're from my faucet or, shower, but I hadn't really thought, like 15 showers. That's a significant amount of water.
Yeah, and you're right. That we were talking, if you want to change out a toilet, if you own your home, but if you're in an apartment building, it's an important, or just rent, it's important to report these types of leaks to your property manager right away, because they can be wasting a lot more water than you think they are. So again, savingwater.org. You can always email me with questions too. But other than that,
you want to know how important your water is and the source of it. You can go to our Facebook page, Cedar River Watershed Education Center, and remember that water could come out of your faucet instead of going down the drain in your toilet. So check it out. Go on a tour, virtual tour.
All right, my dog, by the way, is drinking water in the background. If you can hear that, my dog also loves their drinking water. But thanks so much, everyone, for dropping in.
Oh, yeah.
Hope to see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.